Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump into it right away. By the way, I'm going to be posting the full moon reading today. So let's see what the full moon energy is going to bring for you. Let's jump into this one and go ahead and check that one out as well. That's going to be collective, but it has specific messages for each sign as well. I have here tears of joy coming forward. Timeline wise, the three good news, there's a third one right there, and coming forward within maybe a 1 month period. The second month period in the beginning, there's also some tears of joy here. These are actually shaped like tears. I don't know if you can see it. That's why it's called the tears of joy. And the tears of joy can be personal. It can be coming from something that has been prolonged for years. It didn't really have a solution, maybe that you are stressed about. Seems like that is coming to an end, that is resolving. And we have here within the first month timeline actually a pathway opening here. I kind of see angel wings. This can be a protection coming to you about a situation, and also this can be about a pathway. Maybe you want to travel but you don't have the finances, or maybe this is a new job opportunity. Maybe you want to change your position, your job. And seems like here, there's something happening there, but it is actually going to happen in a way that will give you joy, not in a way that is forceful, okay? Because sometimes we want to make some things happen, but we force it so much. When it come forward, it doesn't really give us pleasure. So I feel like this energy is not going to be like that. This is going to be something that will arrive on time, and it will also give you some pleasure, okay? So watch out for the good news. I see another good news here showing up. This is a legal paper for some of you, and there's also a third pathway, or the second pathway opening, forming a letter D or maybe a B kind of here, and like R, it's turning into a R. This can be the name of a person. This can be someone maybe far away from you, living in a distance, coming forward here. This can be a place that you want to move, a place that you want to travel. Can be symbolizing that, like the thing Denmark actually has the D and the R in its name, but it doesn't have to be. Damascus come to me. I know it's not really a popular place, but maybe some of you, maybe it's calling you, because there's sometimes I feel like there are places that are calling us, like in our dreams. They come us as a vision we keep hearing on TV. It can be for some of you some places that is actually calling you, that maybe June time is going to be the time you're going to achieve some connection with it, or it's going to happen. You're going to go see these places. Within the first month period, I also see you can see here, there is actually a place, a piece of land rising to the sky. This is in your heart space. I see someone smiling here, kind of looks like a clown face, okay? So I feel like clown face doesn't really have any relation with this heart space that you have, the place in your heart. And for some of you, this can be a piece of land that is your own, because when you actually purchase a land, when you put like fences around it, this can become your own space, and it is like separate from other people's places and other people's energy here. I see a face on top of that. For some of you, we have a dog right here. This can be a place of your own. This can be maybe place of your own, can be in an office. It's a space of your own, because this can be, maybe if you don't have a private place, this can be a private place for yourself. If this is your business, maybe your business, you're looking for something to some place to establish yourself, or maybe if you have a product you need storage, it can be also representing that as well. It's a big place, it's a big space, piece of land. This clown right here, or pagliaccio, it's called also. I think it's the name of the man that invented this kind of act. Has a bull above his head, okay? Bull can be the authority, the Taurus. The first thing came into my mind, I'm not going to speak it, maybe when I say the authority and the clown, for some of you, it just can mean something else. Maybe in a, like, negative, if you're in a negative place with the authority, or the authority is actually having some sort of like a clown issues. it's not really specific to any place, any country, any person at this moment, because it's just the energies are really weird. We have been going through a lot of like retrogrades. Now it's the end of it. I feel like this is actually going to help things resolve. Okay. This coming to an end, the retrograde coming to an end, is going to help things resolve in a calmer way, because we're not really doing that at this moment. Okay. Not, I don't want to say we as in us. I feel like it's like all general collective humanity. Anyways, here I see that there is the authorities clowning, actually coming to their senses. This can even be someone that you're dealing with at this moment. Maybe something that you're applying, they're not approving the paper, they're asking for ridiculous details, or this is maybe your authority figure in your life that is actually not really in their right mind. It is fixing, and I feel like it's not only fixing, maybe they are even leaving the stage to you now. It's your time to shine, and they're recognizing that. I see there's a piece of land. This kind of looks like a chunk of money for some of you. For some of you, like I said, like a piece of land is showing up. This can be a new home environment. I see 2 trees that you're planting. You're planting your seeds very carefully, very beautifully, and that will have like a beautiful return. Okay, and the seeds growing, turning onto trees, indicates that this is going to be something that you will secure for the long term, which is perfect. If your goals are actually securing your future, this is going to be working out perfectly for some of you. Bull can also be a Taurus in your life, and this can be, bulls usually do not symbolize the leaders, okay? But what we have is, as a Hierophant in tarot, number 5 is actually symbolizes authority, spiritual authority, maybe sometimes governmental authorities, institutional authorities. That's why I went that way. But bull can also be someone like stubborn character in your life that is like trying to block the pathway. But I feel like here you're in a good place. Within the 2nd month timeline, you see the clouds are parting, the things are getting lighter. I see there's a woman smiling here. She's showing the new horizon, and she has a big bird right there. This kind of reminds me of the big bird from the Sesame Street too, and that yellow color that the bird has actually is solar plexus chakra, which is our fun center, which is our joy center. Seems like here, looking into the new horizon, you're manifesting this kind of like a joy, something to celebrate. And then the real leader shows up here. We see the symbol of Aries right there. Aries can be a ram. This can be someone's zodiac sign, or this can be indicative of someone who is actually leads by example, a good person, okay? So from the suppression, oppression, maybe if that's the case in your situation, you're going into the freedom right there. Looking beautiful. When I turn this around, I see someone actually wearing a long cloak. And I feel like, yes, not only like a piece of land, your desire is to have authority, and you are going to actually maybe even take in a place of authority. And I feel like this Aries can be someone also giving you some responsibility as well. Okay, you're going to take some charge of the things. You're going to control the outcomes of things, which is actually a very powerful move right there. There's another dog right here, which is smiling. Kind of reminds me of like a Jack Russell Terrier, which is I think they're hounds too, and they're extremely fun and enjoyable and calm. Not really calm in the sense of like a Saint Bernard type of calm, but they have that kind of like playfulness and joyfulness. And I feel like your energy is going to be overall within this next 2-3 months is going to be about joy. Okay, achieving more joy and having more fun with people around you, and also attracting those kind of energies into your life as well. I see here a porcupine. Porcupine actually, it has a little like a longer beak kind of a thing, but porcupines don't have that. I think the penguin can be having that. But the thing that the protection on their back is, this can be someone who has been hardened by life, because when the porcupines are first born, their spikes are not really that hard, and they're soft. So this can be someone hardened by life, and they are actually, I see a letter V in front of them, came in their first name or the last name, and it seems like here they're coming with a victory, they're coming with advice or maybe guidance, or even maybe something that will resolve a situation at hand, which is a beautiful thing here. I see there's another bull right there, and this bull actually only the head appears. I feel like this can be the authority actually coming into senses. Now I see the face of a person right there, the nose and the mouth. So coming into the senses, recognizing your worth and value. I see a candle burning right here. Candle is your wish fulfillment, your desire, whatever is in your heart is coming to light. And it's above the bull, so you're going to be the authority this time around. Another thing I see is here, the letter F is present within the 3rd month. I see there's an older lady. She has a hat above her head. This can be someone who has authority, but this is a feminine figure. And we have, okay, now it makes clear the feminine figure, we have the Empress is actually Taurus or Libra. So the bull that you have been dealing with can be someone who has a feminine authority on certain things. Maybe this is the mother of the home and like a grandmother or someone who has really power in their hand, that they have the authority to make the decision. And I feel like here they're eventually going to turn around here and recognize that they need to accept your authority, okay? I see there's even a crescent moon here. Crescent moon actually symbolizes a governmental authority, but in this case, I feel like here, this person actually putting you above them is going to become, like, that's going to be the final result here, okay? I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see a beautiful crowd in your heart space, and there is the tears of joy, unexpected good news, a little chunk of money. Let's see, your desire, I feel like, okay, this has some time, and this is something, maybe you're trying to make it happen in the ways that is harder to make it happen. There might be like an easier path for you, because I kept flipping it, and it didn't come forward, because I feel like here, maybe you are knocking on the wrong door here, okay? Maybe, or using the wrong method, or talking to the wrong people. When you soon as change the strategy, the thing unveils itself and it just becomes yours. Maybe this is not even like you making anything wrong. Okay. Oopsie. There's more things actually spilled out. I said, you making anything wrong? I said, because I was thinking that maybe you're thinking in the wrong direction, but it just lost the control here. So it can be, yeah, maybe you are actually talking to the wrong people here, okay? Because I don't like to really say that you're doing something wrong, but, it just, the control is lost. Maybe, okay, this is the thing. Maybe you're giving control to the people who are not capable of making this happen. Okay? And you have the ability to make this happen, but you need to take charge of the situation. You have to become the authority here. And when you do, I see there's even like you're dancing around with people. There's a rooster here waking you up to a new day. There's a chunk of money showing up, unexpected gifts and blessings. We have a heart shape right there, your heart's desire coming forward. There's a weird dog here too. We have a letter M as in Matthew, Mary, Amanda above their head. This can be someone also coming to support you in your cause. So when you take the charge, control, all the resources that is necessary in your situation are going to start flowing into your life. Okay, so if that's the case, take charge, lead with confidence, because no one else can do this better than you do, unfortunately. So this is a general reading, and you can reinterpret this. I interpret this something as like a project in your hand, that I felt the energy of a project, but this can be a different thing for some of you. So taking charge can look different for everyone. Okay, it doesn't mean that everybody is like taking the flag and running towards the finish line. It doesn't mean that. If you're running a marathon, yeah, maybe that's the way to go. But if you're doing something else, there are probably certain steps that you need to take. I'm going to dive into your tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desire, intention, it's good to focus on that one. But if you don't have anything in your mind, we're just going to be looking into your current situation and what else is happening afterwards. And let's see how well that situation will evolve within this next 3 months. Current situation seems like here, 5 of Swords. Maybe you're dealing with really shady people and they're forcing you to be a force of nature and do things that are not really aligning with your own personality. Okay, 5 of Swords actually winning at all costs. But what are you losing at the end of the day? There's a better way to fix the situations. We're going to get more clarifiers to see what's happening. I see the Empress right here. I feel like the Empress can be someone here, like I said, a Taurus or a Virgo. They have some sort, Taurus or a Libra. We have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy with a Five of Swords as well. And this person has a solution in their mind to resolve the situation. But they might become, because Taurus have a lot of like a stubborn energy, they might be pushing this to the wrong direction, and that's maybe causing you to feel like you're trapped in the situation. But I feel like you're going to find a better way to get out of there, because this is your energy. How will the situation evolve within 3 months? You're going to take charge of it. We have the Page of Wands energy, which is you, which is fire. When you follow your passion, what gives you inspiration, the things, you're going to become the authority over this Empress energy, okay? Empress is not a negative thing. This is the creative energy, but maybe this is a creative energy which has stagnation. They don't know what to do. They just have a lot of ideas and thoughts. They don't really take an action towards the solution. They're just like giving you the solution and claiming that they're doing something. And I feel like when you take charge of the situation, the Hierophant, you're going to become the authority here, okay? You're going to have something to say. You're going to lead the situation, okay? And this can be about work, this can be about family issues, but Hierophant indicates even maybe getting the authority behind you. The things, the cards are going to turn around. Internal factors that can affect it is actually we have the Queen of Cups. You need to know that you are on the right path. You're being loved, appreciated, and this can also be because Queen of Cups energy that has that soft, motherly energy. So you are on the right path. So you should keep supporting yourself. Even if you're feeling doubting yourself, this is basically telling you, give yourself the love, compassion, and appreciation. When you do, the universe is going to reflect that back to you, and you will receive the things you want. And external factors, we have the moon right there. Maybe there is not really much of a clarity in your situation right now, but when you keep walking the path, there's a path. There was supposed to be a path here in the original tarot. We see a path opening, the intuition. This is the intuition illuminating the pathway. When you follow that, it will lead you to the right direction, which is becoming from the Page to the King of Wands, which is becoming the authority, not only authority, but taking initiative, make it maybe from starter of the things to actually giving of the orders authority, okay? Final result is we have the Strength right here. You have a lot of fire, Leo energy here. We have, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you will achieve success. You will, okay, we have another Knight of Wands. You will gallop towards your new future, new destiny, and also have the World right there. You're going to be experiencing your passion, also completing the Fool's journey, okay? If this is like a mission that you set off to, an adventure, or maybe a project in your hand, you're going to be completing it successfully as well. And that's also going to give a way for you to start something new. I'm going to get your clarifiers, and then we're going to get your oracle. We have 8 of Pentacles here, so it seems like in your current situation, the best way to get out of this kind of like shady position or the people that you're dealing with is to learn as much as you can about this subject, okay? Improve your knowledge, expand your knowledge. I usually say it as like we have the Google and all that other stuff that we can actually go in there and find that information, anything that we need. And you can even go on to like Harvard's website. There are like online teachings, free teachings that you can just go through and learn things. When you say learning as much as you can, that's the first thing comes to my mind. But everybody has their own different ways of learning things, and this doesn't have to be specifically learning from the conventional sources. Maybe there's an unconventional source that can be helpful for you. It's good to have a research. When you do, you're celebrating your victory here, okay? 4 of Wands is coming to the finish line and completing something, and this is being victorious as well as coming together with your loved ones and celebrating the success, okay? The support will be showing up too. I have with the queen, this is internal factors. When you actually start caring, maybe you're feeling like, if I congratulate myself, if I every step of the way celebrate myself, maybe I lose control. But the emperor is telling me you're going to gain more of the control of the situation, and your word is going to become basically your magic wand. It's going to start manifesting more things. The more you appreciate yourself, feel grateful about your manifestations, you're going to become more of the authority of a situation. I have here external factors with the moon. So not be having knowing what's going to happen next can cause you to have maybe even like a little bit heartbreak. But it seems like here, like when you gain authority, yeah, the world is coming forward. It's not going to matter that much. I feel like with the world coming twice here, this indicates the external factors and final outcome are going to align very soon. Okay, it means that you're going to start seeing the final outcome, completion of this process is going to become faster and easier. We have Three of Cups here. Final outcome is going to be you becoming victorious, you gaining your lessons, learning your lessons, and picking up maybe even gaining a lot of authority in the situation and celebrating this with your loved ones. We have Six of Pentacles energy. This is a beautiful card because what I love about this is it is actually, even though we see the Ten of Pentacles as something very strong, having your family, long-term security, financial success, and love, but this also has the energy of not only that you're going to have that power, you're also going to be able to share this authority, share this power with others. Maybe you're going to be, this can be for some of you, that you are establishing an organization to help people, or maybe from the position of taking, you're going to become like gain the position of living, like the giving and living in the process, the level that you want to. Okay, you see that he has the scale in his hand. He's also going to like be just, also like he's going to be fair and going to spread around. You are going to be, this is your energy, you're going to be fair and you're going to have power to give the people back. Okay, we have King of Cups energy. Finally, King of Cups can also be for some of you at the end of the day finding love, attracting love into your life, or maybe you are going to be the one that is, if you're a masculine figure, you're going to be the one that is going to be in a position to offer love to the person coming into your life. Okay, let's dive into your oracle now. We're going to see if there's a blockage and then how to heal that. Let's see the final outcome as well here. Okay, is there a blockage for my beautiful Sagittarius? We have wonders. Okay, maybe you don't believe in wonders. You don't believe that things can actually happen in a miraculous way. And when you don't believe it, you cannot experience it. Okay, you cannot see it because, like I said, like we know that the Christ actually walked on water, but not everybody saw it. Okay, there are certain people saw it. Maybe he doesn't walk on water. He turns, does he? Okay, he turns water into wine, but not everybody who knows him were around him and saw that. Okay, so it's about like and maybe not everybody immediately believed that he did that. So it is about believing the wonders so you can experience it and see it day by day. And we think the wonders is magic, but sometimes magic is like getting some approval from maybe an institution that doesn't give anyone any approval. That can be also a wonder for you. So having a wider perspective of the wonders, like what wonders are, is going to help you overcome this blockage. And the healing is feeling secure. Okay. Security can be also maybe trusting that the things are always working out for you. And the outcome is you are going to gain wisdom. You're not going to actually start a journey. Like I said, with the two of this world cards, you're completing the journey in a positive way. You're going to be also gaining a lot of wisdom, which will be very useful for you in the next one. Okay, in the next journey. Let's get to your second oracle. I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Sagittarius through unconditional love. Thank you. Let's see what you need to know. We have Archangel Zachiel. Okay, this is very strong message for you. I create my reality. I can change my reality. It's easy for me to transform and transmute challenging situations, I use my intuition and follow my hunches. So this is basically giving you a guideline to how to change your reality. If you're feeling like you're having a hard time to do it, that's this moment, your intuition and your hunches are actually guiding you. And Archangel Zadkiel is on your shoulder, is actually watching over you. I'm aligned with higher wisdom. I pay attention to my dreams and easily interpret them. Okay, and we have the amethyst crystal, which I use the amethyst right here. This is actually the crystal of protection. Also, it says transformation. Are you ready to transform your life? Through your spiritual connections with the divine, you can receive intuitive insights to help you in your daily life. You have the ability to transform your reality using the spiritual guidance you receive. The spiritual, we have a lot of purple guys here. Purple is also the color of enlightenment, the third eye chakra. So I feel like here, if you're feeling, okay, how am I going to receive that inspiration? How am I going to receive that information? Maybe that's what you're feeling this moment. And when you are tapped in, turned on, that's what like certain coaches actually, like maybe even manifestation gurus actually use, tapped and turned on, like tuned in, connected to the higher powers. And the best way to do it, meditation, or maybe if you don't find any meaning in meditation, prayer is a type of meditation as well. Like you might have certain type of in different language prayers or mantras. Those can actually help you focus on the energy of the divine. Okay, and that will help you receive those inspirations. Let's get to your affirmation. We have here, I'll be at the other side of the universe acting strange. Okay, so I feel like here, this is also like a little bit letting people know that are around you, telling you, oh, that is not going to work. This is not the way to go. Maybe they're trying to tell you to go against your intuition, go against your hunches. This is basically telling you, be original. Guys, the acting, there's no such thing as acting strange, okay? Everybody's unique and you are unique. Your talents are unique. And if somebody is telling you, oh, this is a weird way to do things, it's a weird way for them, not to you, because this is what makes sense for you. If you are truly in your own lane, there's no competition. Exactly. And you can go ahead and be original because that's what the world needs. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.